but obviously Pfaff do things a little different with the technology they've had over in Germany for a long time. They are still exclusive the way that they use their built-in walking foot, so if you have ever used that, it is amazing. First glance, there's LED lights. First off, colour screen. It's a big improvement up from the last machine. Let's have a look what we've got on it as well. Yeah, standard Pfaff designs and patterns. A lot of very dedicated cross-stitch quilt type patterns, which you'd expect from a quilting type machine. Loads of quilting in the ditch, but it's not leaving your dressmakers cold. You've still got plenty of dressmaking, strengthening, hemming, buttonholes here as well, so we've got a whole array of patterns. The interesting thing I'm noticing already, we've done away with pattern modes. A lot of brands, you've got to select your type of mode for the type of stitch and things like that. This, we're just numbered all the way up to 201 stitches. So how do we, looks like we sort of scroll up and down here. There we go. So we're into, don't know if you heard that there, it's got a nice little haptic beep, like it's not an intrusive noise, it's more like your iPhone when you click a button sort of thing. That's a nice feature instead of the buzzers you get on other machines. So yeah, nice and simple. We can easily select through. We can scroll by page to get to the number you want, or you can fast jump to certain numbers if you want to sort of then scroll on from there. You can. So that's a really nice menu. We've got the foot that we're going to use. It's set up the stitch, the length, and we've got tension settings there. Let's have a look. Alright, so if we go into our menu, again, really nice crisp design. The Germans have nailed this one down, I would say. We've got twin needle settings, so we can engage the twin needle. You can tell it what size twin needle you're doing, which will then obviously, if you're going to hit your foot, you're going to clang things around with your twin needle on, with your needles being not centre sort of thing. It's gonna stop you sewing, stop you doing that. Nice, very nice. We've got the thread tension right at the top there, so you can alter the tension if you wanted to. Language, obviously we don't need that. You can turn that little beep off if you don't want it. You can calibrate the touchscreen, but this touchscreen is perfect for my fingers, and I've got big fudge fingers, so don't worry about that. We've got alphabet settings down here as well, so we must use this screen for our 201 patterns. If we want alphabet, yeah, we can go in, use alphabet stitches. Oh, we've got alphabet with a keypad as well, that's nice. Usually got to look for the number and type in a stitch number for the. Very nice, alright, okay, yep, so if we go back on that. The dustbin is the going back. We've got lowercase there as well. Need to. On here we've got your needle up down. Nice little light comes on from behind the panel there as well. That's really nice. Again, we've got automatic tie off at the end, so when the pattern finishes it'll tie it off, and again the light comes through from the back of that plastic and somehow shines through. I'm getting impressed with this machine, guys. If you haven't already, click on the little link and buy it. Nice crisp sounding thread cutter. Again, we've got stop start here, we've got speed control down here. Let's just give it a little sound, full speed, see what it sounds like. That's a nice sturdy machine, there's hardly any vibration coming through here. We are just on one of these plastic market tables at the minute. Beautiful. Right, let's have a look at the needle thread. it's a needle threader that stays down, so you can thread it and pull it back up when you're ready. It's not one that you've got to do all in one go, so that makes it much better. And that'd add the machine onto our one-handed needle threader page as well, which is great. Got a nice buttonhole indicator there. Again, quite a few of the machines are coming through now, especially the Pfaff and Husqvarnas. We've got a 1/4 inch mark on the actual plate there, instead of your dressmaking markings, and all those are backed up with the lines on your needle plate here. Again, nice little feature. Nice easy drop-in bobbin, Pfaff style. We've seen that for a few years now. Just gonna thread it up. You can use your thread standing up, but let's face it, it's not the 1930s. Why would you? It stitches so much nicer when you set it up properly. You don't get that pull and bounce from it spinning the thread round. They designed it to go sideways for a reason, let's put it that way. But we can use it to load up, it's a lot easier. Actually, really nice curved end caps. That's going to pull and draw the thread over beautifully here. A lot of problems we often say, I've said it before in videos, people not using these and the thread getting caught in the end. If you've had these in your sewing box or whatever, caught pair of scissors, got a nick in the end, every time the thread goes round it catches in that, and you get an inconsistency with your tension. Every 5 stitches or so you've got a little loop. It's just simply down your thread. Simple, plain and simple. It's not problems with your machines or anything like that. It's just a really nice quality end cap. Rules out that kind of problem, so let's get that out of the way. Straight through, no problem. Very nice. Right, so we're threaded up. Let's talk about one of the main reasons you're going to be buying your Pfaff. If you haven't had a Pfaff before, you're wanting to do quilting, but you want to do dressmaking, you want to do a bit of everything. This little feature here doesn't really look like much. Just on the bottom of there's just tiny little perforated teeth. But what those do is those perforated teeth line up absolutely perfectly with your middle part of your feed dogs here, and they go together and they grip your fabric and pull it through from the needle right behind your needle, but it lets you use your own type of feet. So the Pfaff accessories you can get in this machine, you get your 1/4 inch foot, you get your PK foot, things like that, but you can use your 1/4 inch foot with your walking foot. So it's completely pulling your top layer and your bottom layer, or if you've got 3 layers, it's gripping them all and pulling them all through at the exact same rate. If you're piecing, you're doing triangles, things like that, it is a nightmare. You do get stretch. I've had a lot of very grumpy people when they come to binding quilts, coming in for backing fabric and they've got one side of the quilt longer than the other. I'm not saying it won't happen. There's still a lot of skill in that kind of specific area, but what it does mean is your top piece, your bottom piece is going to be pulled through the exact same rate. Best example, if you're going to do some stripy curtains and you start at the top, by the time you get to the bottom, those stripes are still going to be touching without you pinning every sort of centimetre or so. It is a fantastic feature. Most brands, you buy a walking foot extra, you need to put that on. It's a clunky mechanism, but the problem with that as well is it doesn't work backwards. Even if your feed dogs are going backwards, the mechanical walking foot is just working off your needle going up and down. That's how it creates that mechanism. So if you do a stitch that's got a stretch stitch, or you're doing some dressmaking, you need to do a tie off, or any stretch stitch that goes back on itself, your walking foot is going to walk forward while your feed dogs are walking backwards and create a ripple. Beauty of with the Pfaff is it is part of the mechanism of the machine, and it will work with the feed dogs perfectly. Now, working on that, I think this is fully aimed at your genome market here. On the outside here, big improvement from the little dial the other inside that wasn't very usable. put your pressure adjuster. Again, the grip between that walking foot and the needle plate is now precise. You can set that yourself. So if you're doing some really tricky fabric, you can now set how tight you want to grip it, and you can now put your IDT on and pull it through. I think we're going to find that this machine, for anyone that wants to do some serious dressmaking, is going to be a winner. Although it's aimed at the quilters, it's got some nice quilt stitches. This is very clearly taking a big chunk out of the serious dressmaking market. Put the foot on, we'll have a little play, see what we think of it. Nice little drop on foot, nice and simple. That foot we're talking about, sorry, the IDT before, just clicks into place and it sits right, as you can see, sits right in the middle of the foot. Even if your foot tilts up and down, that's still going to grip. It's a great feature. I mean, you're on YouTube, just type in Pfaff IDT, hundreds and hundreds of videos showing you going from silk to whatever, to denim to whatever, and how it still pulls all the layers through together. I've seen it demonstrated. That's another video in itself. A little bit of William Morris fabric here from our shelves. Let's have a look. Let's just go with a straight stitch first, half speed, and see what we get. That is very nice and smooth. That's pulling it through straight. Without me touching it, that's going straight. Let's see how crisp that needle threader is. Sorry, the cutter, not the needle threader. Nice. Very nice indeed. Let's try something a little bit different on the foot. Let's go. Yeah, let's do like a tie that. Oh, nice. I don't know if you can see that there. As you change the gap of your stitch, it's actually pulling it in. So the picture that you see is more akin to what you're gonna get. Nice. And it goes wide as well. Nice. So we're going as narrow as it'll let us, as wide as you get us, which is a great test, because on a lot of machines this will clog up the foot, it'll bundle underneath, and your foot can't get over the thickness of the stitches. So it's always one I like to do. Wow. So we haven't got a bridge foot on or an applique foot or anything like that, which is designed to help you setting stitches go along. I'm not even holding it. It is such a tight stitch, and yet it's still just pulling it through ever so slowly. Let's see if we can adjust that as we go. Yes, we will be watching this for 10 minutes till it does a couple of inches. Quick tip, if you've ever done a jelly roll race, use the longest stitch, it's faster. Oh, I don't know if you can see that there, that is a super tight stitch. And it's pulled it through. No problem. Back is beautiful. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 layers of fabric there as well, so it's not like we're going through just nothing. Okay guys, I'm impressed by now. I would very much say time to click the link, follow the link to our website. Put your money down. I'm wholeheartedly impressed. Well done, Pfaff.